get this started. Go.
Daddy, she can make balloons. Have you seen her make balloons? Oh, Daddy, let me go to her.
Alright, we have the strategy map.
Be still and quiet.
Keep doing it over and over and over and over and over again.
You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well.
Cool.
I kidnapped you.
I know.
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something
just look in the
with
map.
that name. Thankfully,
Strategy
I don't
master.
think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all.
What?
Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Okay, bring her over. Forward. One. More. Okay, stop. Set her down. Watch the step.
What happened to it this time? Just seems like these things can't go a day without breaking down.
Who knows? It's always the same, man. Some kind of hardware malfunction.
Well, hey, I have to be somewhere in 15 minutes, and this place gives me the creeps. Can we just get this over with?
It's all automated. We don't have to be here for it. Just get her on the rollers and we can go.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Now I'm fucked.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
You know that fresh made-to-order salad you've been craving? What if you could get it with fire-roasted corn, crispy tortilla strips, and Southwest ranch dressing? That's what we call the Southwest salad. It's brand new, and it's only at Zaxby's. Order on your favorite delivery
Nobody
app.
cares. Alright.
Hey guys, Ambience here. Today, before we get on any FNAF device on what before you have to deal with other threats. I prefer to hold my mouse button down the entire time. You should hopefully have some sort of equivalent to this on other platforms. You're just going to go from spring lock to spring lock, winding one all the way up, then moving to the next one. This takes some precision to get used to. I still tend to overshoot it sometimes. You're going to start at the top left and work your way down one by one. Once you've wound up all the spring locks on that side, spin over to the bottom right and work your way up. You're just going to be going in a square the entire time. Top left, bottom right, top right, and back to top left again. Don't double back for any reason. Don't delay at all. Just follow the pattern the entire time and wind each spring lock to full. Now let's talk about the Minarinas, which are theater threats on this night. So they will climb up the suit. From my experience, one always spawns on the right side first. So what you're going to do is keep an eye on that Minarina climbing up on the right side. I like to memorize the position of the one that follows climbing up on the left side. So whenever I'm on the left side, I can kind of tell how high on the suit theater one is too over on the right side. So what I like to do is just memorize that position, and then once the Minarina on the right gets as high as possible, like not all the way to the top of the suit, but to the point that you can't see its head anymore, preferably, then you're going to wiggle 4 times. So on PC, you're going to do A, B, A, B, and this will 100% guarantee that the Minarina falls off. Like, see, I'm not wiggling as soon as I see the Minarina. I'm just waiting until it gets pretty close to the top, then I'm wiggling, and I get both of them to fall off. This is to maximize the time between the Minarina spawns, and also to make sure that I shake off 2 of them at the same time. So yeah, you're just going to be doing this. A stopwatch is pretty much necessary for this night, by the way. A night in this night, I guess, this is one of the only time-based sections in the entirety of Sister Location. So it lasts exactly 3 minutes from the time that you can start winding up the spring locks. So that's how long you have to last, is 3 minutes. And it's very important to use a stopwatch here because you're going to shift your tactics a little bit as it gets later into the night. So what you're going to notice is once I get to about 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the night, then what I'm going to be doing, you're just going to be doing this until then, just wind each spring lock to full, and just follow this pattern over and over. Once the Minarina gets really close to the top, then you're just going to wiggle exactly 4 times and guarantee that the Minarina is going to fall off. So you're just going to follow this pattern until there's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the night, and then what you're going to start doing is you're going to limit your max wind of one of these to 3/4 of the way. So pointing at the 3 position on the clock.
Alright. Let's do this shit.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your
This dude
heartbeat
said
are
to
causing them to
just
come
wind them
loose.
up all the way and go into spring pattern.
You
Don't
don't
go,
want them to get too loose.
always have them all the way.
Trust me.
I don't know if that's gonna work tonight, but whatever. He says you want to try and get the minimum amount of mini arenas, which means just I've been shaking them off too early, like way too early. I'm not a cheater. I'm not a cheater. That means I just needed help. What are you looking for? Well, I don't have any either.
See ya.
fuck. There's one thing I hate about this wrap cursor thingy is that it's hard to control it sometimes, especially with the speed that my mouse is going. It was at 2 minutes 55 seconds. I shouldn't have shook him off. Okay. I know what to do now. I just have to not mess up with the wrap cursor. You know what? We're gonna turn off that and we're gonna amp up this speed. That way.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
So far, the guy I just watched has been a lot more helpful than the guy I watched last night. Please don't try and make out with me,